Hello. So here are the corrections for the quiz on the solids that you just got back. I know that you can't get the reassessment until you correct the current quiz. So here's just an efficient way to help everyone do the corrections so you can get the reassessment as soon as possible. Okay, number one, wrapping a cube with gift wrap. Side length of the cube is 8 inches. What is the exact amount of wrapping required? Explain in words and math. Okay, the exact amount of wrapping paper is the same as the surface area of the cube. So to solve this problem, you need to calculate the cube's surface area. A cube's surface area is 6 times the surface area of one of its faces. Okay, so the explanation, please do not copy what I just wrote. The teacher will see that it's not written in your handwriting and she will not accept it. That recently happened. So just understand what the gift wrap, what it means to gift wrap a cube, and explain it in your own words. Okay, now to do the math is a little easier because the math is really clear. The surface area is 6 times the area of one of the faces. Now, S squared represents the area of one of the faces. So, and because each side is 8 inches, the area of one of the faces is 8 times 8, which is the length times the width, which happens to be the same. So you get 6 times 64, and the answer is 384 square inches. Okay, you got number 2, you got a rectangular prism, and you got some stuff there, and you want to calculate the length. Write down the formula first. Always write down the formula first. It will really make the problem so much easier for you, and it'll show that you know what you're doing, and you'll get more partial credit. So the volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height. I forgot to put the letter H there. See that 9? The 9 is the height. I forgot to put the letter H there. But anyway, this one's really easy. It's just multiplying all the dimensions together. So 495 meters cubed is the volume. The length, you don't know, you're solving for that. 5 times 9 is 45. Obviously, you get an equation. 495 is 45L. You divide both sides by 45, you solve for L, and L happens to be conveniently 11 meters. Number 3, volume of a solid. First, you have to figure out what this thing is. Well, it's a trapezoidal prism. Right? It's a trapezoid because they have the base there. The base is a trapezoid, and it's a prism because it's a three-dimensional thing. So you write down the formula first. Always write the formula first. The volume of these prisms is always the same. It's base area times its height. Base area times its height. When you do the reassessment, make sure you write down base area times the height. Now the problem is you have to find out what the base area is. Well, that's where the area formula for a trapezoid comes in. The base area of this trapezoid is 1/2 the height of the trapezoid times the sum of the bases of the trapezoid. So looking at this trapezoid thing, 1/2, the height of this trapezoid is 4, and the bases are 4 and 6, as you can see. You do the calculation, and you get the area of the trapezoid. The base area of this trapezoid is 20 square feet. So we now bring in this last formula, or basically the first formula, base area times height. We now know the base area of this trapezoid. We multiply by its height, which is 9, and we get, oh, look at that, I made a mistake. It says 100 feet squared. It should be 180 feet cubed, okay? So that's a mistake. Sorry about that. It should say 180 feet cubed. So, sorry about that. Okay, moving on. At least I didn't make the mistake here. I should have put feet cubed here. That would have been fair, right? Because this is a surface area, so this one actually has the right unit. Okay, the last problem, surface area of a solid. Okay, surface area is more of a pain to do than volume. Volume is very easy relatively because it's a base area times the height. But surface area, you have to add things up. First of all, write the formula first. Always write the formula first. The surface area is the area of the triangle that's facing you, plus the area of the triangle that's facing the other way, the two faces, right? Those two triangles, plus the area of face 1, which is this thing, which is like if it's a tent, it's the thing you see. The area of face 2, which is the back of the tent, the face you don't see, and then the area of the bottom, which I should have said was 3, circle 3. Okay, so the area of the triangle is 1/2 the base times the height of the triangle. The base is 6 of this triangle, the height is 4, so you plug those into the formula and you get two triangles, each with an area of 12 square feet. Okay, now this face 1 is length times height, so I hope I didn't make a mistake. It's 9 times 5, and they give you the 5 right there. So it's 9 times 5. Turns out it's the same on face 2. They both have the same area. They both have the same height and width, so those two areas are the same. Now the area of the base. The area of the base is 9 by 6, or 6 by 9. If this was a tent, it would be a 6 by 9 tent. So you just plug all this stuff into the formulas like you have here, which hopefully you've written them first. Please write them first when you take the reassessment. And you add the stuff up, and you get it to be 168, unless I made some sort of mistake. Okay, good luck, and if you have any problems, you know how to reach me. Bye-bye.